It means you have a quality approach to all your matches.
Total package.
It's a total package. And if you don't have that, you want to play the likes of Sweden, who are a major European powerhouse, United States of America, who have I like the words to describe just how dangerous the Americans are. There are only very few teams at the Americans level, probably 2 other teams, maybe Germany and Japan. Definitely Germany and Japan, but nobody else comes close to them. Yeah. And Australia also Australia is particularly more dangerous now.
Very dangerous.
I mentioned it. Australia have left Oceania. They now qualified through the Asian group. And they only came second in the Asian qualifying group, losing 1-0 to Japan. Beating, I think they defeated China and other strong Asian teams, Korea along the way, which shows you that the Australians, by now joining the Asian group, are now more formidable than ever. So for me, getting a result, a draw in any of those 3 games, I will celebrate. I will honestly celebrate if we get a draw in any of those 3 games. Wow. A lot of people want to talk about the Nigerian spirit. Look, spirit can only take you so far. If you're not prepared, you're not prepared.
You're not ready. Sadly, guys, that's
I'm just hoping for the best, really.
That's it. Yesterday, I called it a miracle. Let's see what comes out of our Cosmos. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
Always a delight having you guys around. Let's go on this quick break now. When we come back, Roger Federer is out of the French Open. But guess what? Homeboy Joe-Wilfried Tsonga is still powering on. Can we see a French win at the French Open? We'll talk about it when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's still Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. So much to talk about. We'll be taking a look at the crisis going on in FIFA. Sepp Blatter has agreed to step aside, waiting for developments and coming out of that one. We also talked about football in Nigeria. Coach Stephen Keshi has retained 8 home-based players as they prepare for the African Cup of Nations qualifying game against Chan. And then we also told you that the Flying Eagles are getting ready for their next game at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. We also spoke about the Super Falcons, action-packed to the sport. Now it's time to talk about the French Open. I'm being joined by my colleague, Yemi Adebayo. Yemi, good to have you on the show. Let's just run through these. Roger Federer, no more at the French Open.
I don't know, it's a surprise to me. I was beginning to think that he has a Grand Slam or 2 left in him, but it's really shocking. He lost today to his Swiss compatriot Stanislas Wawrinka, and the way he lost 3 straight sets is painful for me. But if you were supporting the French, good news, Joe-Wilfried Tsonga pulled through, defeated my man, Kei Nishikori. Sad one there. For the ladies, we have 2 semi-finalists now. Anna Ivanovic and Lucy Savarova. Then tomorrow, we'll see the big one that everyone is expecting, Rafael Nadal and Novak. Rafael Nadal has already said it's going to be the toughest quarterfinal that he has ever played in his life. And I know it's going to be very important because Novak Djokovic is on a 26-game winning streak. Rafael Nadal, prior to this, has not done so well as usual for him in the run-up to the French Open. So you look at all of that, it will be a big statement for whoever wins, if it's Rafael Nadal or Novak, but we're waiting to see. I'm really sad. I thought the Swiss maestro, that's talking about Roger Federer, will be able, but it's looking increasingly difficult for him if he will be able to win a Grand Slam before he finally ends his career.
Let me finally, just before we go, let's just talk about that Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal. So much comes into such big games. What can win it for the winner? Technicalities or character?
I think it's staying power, and in all fairness, it's Rafael's court. Everybody believes he's the king of clay, but Novak Djokovic has that staying power. It's in between power and skill, and that's what Novak has going for him. For Rafael, it's all power. And if you look at the fact that he's been injured, his year has been ruptured by injury. So all of that put to it, I don't know, it's really going to be hard to stick out your neck and say, some of us even thought Rafael Nadal would have crashed out before get to the quarterfinal stage. It's going to be hard, but I think for the guy that wins, it's going to be more of the less mistakes you make. Because at that stage, the nerves and everything, the stakes are high. you might make mistakes. So it's the guy that makes the less mistakes that wins.
That's it. So that brings character to it. Yemi, thank you so much for coming on the show. And then when you win such a game, you can actually push to the final. Let me just read from here. Wawrinka, he says, beating Roger Federer makes it his best match on clay. When you beat a legend, of course, you create best moments. That's it. That's the show. But remember, you can keep talking to us on Twitter. We're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. On behalf of the ever-winning sports team at Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, my name is Austin Okonakpan, action-packed world of sports. So in everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.